Samsung has just officially announced its Samsung Galaxy S24 lineup, and last week at CES I was able to go hands-on with these devices, and so I wanted to give you my thoughts on what the latest flagship from Samsung has to offer. Now, Samsung is leaning heavily towards AI tools and functionality, which is actually something that Apple was rumored to be doing this year, but Samsung is going to be beating Apple to it. And there are a lot of new useful features like live translation during phone calls, generative AI features in photos and videos, and circle to search, which is a feature that Samsung is actually partnering with Google on and will also be available on other select Android devices like the Google Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. So let's dig deeper on some of these cool AI features that I experienced during my brief time with these devices. Now, Samsung had me in a phone booth making real phone calls to people and booking reservations or a taxi. And the idea behind this live translation feature is that if you were to do these tasks in another country, the language barrier won't be an issue. So here we have the phone translating my English into Spanish for the other person, both audio and visual. And then the Spanish that's being relayed from them is coming to me in English. And again, I'm hearing it being spoken to me via AI as well as I'm reading the text. Translation wasn't always perfect, coming back to me at least, as some of the sentences were a little confusing, just a little bit off, but it did get the job done. We were able to make reservations for dinner and then book a taxi in advance. There's also a new feature called Circle to Search. This is probably one of the more useful features in my opinion. This is similar to Apple's intelligent lookup, but way more powerful and a lot more of a broader range of searches and within any application, not just within the photos. So if you just long press on the home button and then circle any part of an image that you want to look up, you'll immediately get this circle to search functionality. So it can be a pre-existing image or one that you take right then and there, as the person that was demoing this for us took a picture of their shoe, and then we were able to immediately get the shoe and even a size of the shoe. I'm not sure if that was totally accurate, but we got what kind of shoe it was. You can also use this within social media apps or posts, and say there's an image that you want to know the location of for this pool party, for example. You can long press and you can see here we get the specific club. Chat Assist can help you translate text in other languages in the Messages app, so it can even also enhance your writing style and even fix spelling or grammatical errors by simply selecting text and then choosing the option when tapping that AI button. Writing style can take your text and make it more professional or informal. You can even have an emoji version if you want to. This is definitely more handy for like work emails in my opinion, but it's pretty cool to have this at your fingertips. You can also take these features into notes and have AI summarize your content, which could be incredibly useful when trying to digest content quickly. When it comes to the camera and AI, we also have the ability to enhance some photos that might be a bit blurry. So if you're using the 10x camera and things are a little bit grainy, AI will automatically enhance your image for you, which is a little strange, but it works. The coolest feature I saw with the camera is the ability to turn any video into a slow motion video, even after it was already recorded. No matter what frame rate you're recording in originally, just long press while the video is playing on the part that you want slowed down, and the AI tool will actually fill in the frames based off of like the movements and the motion, and it'll just make it a slow motion video. It's really cool. And this works with any video. It doesn't actually have to be filmed on the S24 Ultra. Lastly, with photos, you can use generative edit, which is a lot like generative fill in Photoshop, to fill in parts of your photo when editing. So for this example, we have a person skateboarding. And if we wanted to make the appearance that they were getting like way more air, maybe move them up a bit in the photo, maybe straighten out the ground since it was a little crooked, the generative AI will then fill in the spots that we don't have, and it does a really good job. And of course, you can remove objects and erase things. You know, we've seen this before with Google, and it's nice to see that other companies are doing this. These are very useful tools. Perhaps one of the more useful photo editing tools is being able to remove reflections and glare in a photo. There's been so many times where I've been in New York and I'm taking a picture of the skyline in my hotel room, only to look back at the picture and see my dumb reflection from the window. So you don't want that in the picture. You can't post that. I mean, you can, but you don't want it. And so as you can see here, that can easily be removed. Now, aside from these AI features, the camera's got some improvements too. And of course, we'll be doing a full camera comparison to the iPhone 15 Pro Max in the coming weeks, like maybe in the coming days. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video. But the new S24 Ultra now has a 5x optical zoom with a 50 megapixel sensor. And Samsung says it can produce from 2x to 10x optical quality images. This will be a great point of comparison with Apple's iPhone 15 Pro Max, and that has a new 5x optical camera as well, and I absolutely love that camera, so I'm just cannot wait to go out there and test and see which one is better. In terms of the rest of the phone, you still get that beautiful 6.8-inch display. Samsung makes the best smartphone displays on the market, in my opinion. Apple's kind of right up there, but I still just really, really love the look that I get and what I see from a Samsung phone. There's also been one other interesting change to the design and form factor, and that is the S24 Ultra is also sporting a titanium frame. I love the titanium frame on my iPhone, and so honestly, people will say Samsung's whatever, who cares? If this is a good thing in terms of build quality, then let's have every phone do it if it's something that you enjoy. I like it, so I'm happy that Samsung ported that over to the S24 Ultra. So I'm definitely looking forward to fully reviewing the camera and the phone this year, so be on the lookout for that here in the next coming days to a week. But yeah, other than that, this is the S24 lineup. Primarily, we focus on the S24 Ultra because that is the main flagship. And yeah, I use the iPhone 15 Pro Max, so that's going to be our natural comparison. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.